guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes RAW review, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Awesome! Raw review for the viewers at home today on one of the most highly anticipated branched chain amino acid supplements we have seen thus far. It is, of course, Gold Standard BCAA in the house. Let's get straight into it, show you guys exactly what's in it, tell you exactly what it's going to do, that nutritional information panel. Although I've got a nice tight zoom and focus, ain't gonna get it done. We're about to go balls deep in this here Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard BCAA. Luckily, got ourselves a big ass nutritional information panel for the viewers at home. Dylan, go ahead and cut up that panel on the screen for the viewers, man, so they got a nice stable copy they can look at. Starting from the top, got ourselves serving size 1 scoop, 10 grams. Got yourself about 28 of them 1 scoop, 10 gram bitches in one of these 28 serve Gold Standard BCAA bitches. In terms of what the 28 scoops of the 10 grams is made up of, if we do a quick summation and add up all of the active ingredients spelled out on this deliciously non-proprietary nutritional information panel, bravo Optimum Nutrition, we can quickly see that we're talking about just over 5 grams of actives per scoop in the 10 gram scoop, which means we're talking about 43% colors and flavors in each and every serve of this here Gold Standard BCAA. It is towards the higher end of other products on the market. It's not the highest. We have seen 50 and even 60% flavor, but it is towards the higher end of what we are used to seeing with amino acid or BCAA supplements in terms of flavors and colors and things that aren't active ingredients per scoop. Moving right along, let's then break down this nutritional information panel. So we're talking 15 calories per scoop. Those calories are primarily coming from the 4 grams of carbohydrates per scoop. Now, 4 grams of carbs in a 10 gram scoop means we're talking about 40% carbohydrates. There's 2 things I do have to point out with this. The first thing is if you move over to the percentage daily value table, which not many people use, but some people do use, in terms of figuring out their macronutrients, it's listed as 1%. 1%, if 4 grams is 1% of your daily carbohydrate intake, and that is based on a 2,000 calorie diet, that means that your daily carbohydrate intake would be 400 grams. Or 1,600 of the 2,000 calories. I don't even eat 400 grams of carbs a day. So I think that that's a slight misprint on the label, so just be aware of that. The other thing that I will point out with the carbohydrates, I'm not going to point out right now. Let's get through the rest of the ingredients and then we can come back to that. Moving right along, vitamin C in a 9 milligram dose, 15% total daily value. Vitamin C is in there as ascorbic acid for an antioxidant and also to help your body absorb all of the active ingredients in this here Gold Standard BCAA. Moving right along, we then get into the 250 milligram total milligram blend of electrolytes made up of 60 milligrams of magnesium, 90 milligrams of sodium, 100 milligrams of potassium as magnesium oxide, sodium chloride, potassium chloride. Electrolytes are in this here Gold Standard BCAA, obviously, and as will become very apparent, it's designed to be used intra-workout. The electrolytes are in there to help with muscular hydration, make sure you keep it nice and hydrated, and dehydration is not going to affect or hinder your gains while you're training in the gym. Moving right along, we then get into the nice juicy stuff. We got ourselves 5 total grams of BCAAs, L-leucine, L-isoleucine, L-valine. We do know, because it does tell us on the label, that the BCAAs are a 2-1-1 ratio of BCAA. So we can use a bit of deduction and figure out how much of each BCAA is in there. At a 2-1-1 ratio and 5 total grams, we're talking 2.5 grams leucine, 1.25 isoleucine, and 1.25 valine. BCAAs, for viewers at home who are unaware, are going to increase protein synthesis, L-leucine in particular, and in that ratio in particular, going to increase protein synthesis and also prevent the breakdown of that hard-earned muscle tissue while you're training, man, while you're making them gains. In terms of dosage, 5 grams per scoop is pretty damn good for a BCAA supplement. We're used to seeing It depends on the supplement, but generally, let's say clinical dose of BCAAs for like during workout is going to be 10 to 12 grams. So 2 scoops of this BCAA during workout is going to get you that 10 grams. So we would go so far as to say in a 2 gram serving size, a 2 scoop serving size, it is clinical dose. And the 5 grams per scoop is towards the higher end, 5 to 6 grams. Some products will go as high as 8. Even a little bit higher, 10, depending on how big the scoop is, but 5 grams per scoop is a pretty high dose of branched chain amino acids, which is good to see. Then we get into some really cool ingredients, some really unique ingredients that we have yet to see in a BCAA supplement, starting with the baker's yeast beta-glucan, aka the registered name of this particular compound is Wellmune. Now, for viewers at home who are unaware, this is a pretty cool compound. What it's designed to do is not necessarily increase function of your immune system, but increase the integrity of your immune system. So it's a real cool extract. It's a natural yeast, beta-glucan derived from the cell wall of a highly purified proprietary strain of baker's yeast, which is kind of strange, but that's all good. And what it actually does is it boosts immune function without overstimulating your immune system. So some ingredients that are going to boost your immune function or your immune system are actually going to overstimulate it, so get it to work harder than it needs to work. Wellmune doesn't do that. It actually works kind of on a reverse engineer type of level to maintain the integrity of your immune system, especially when you're training hard, when your body gets run down. So it's gonna not necessarily overstimulate your immune system, but it's gonna make sure that the integrity of your immune system remains intact. The cool thing, what you're seeing here, is the 250 milligram dose is actually the clinical dose. It's actually the dose that they've used in a bunch of trials when testing what this Wellmune actually does. So we would go so far as to say that is clinical dose in each and every scoop, as a matter of fact. So if you take more than one scoop, you're going to get multiple benefits, or even over and above benefits of what's been shown in the studies of this here Wellmune. Moving right along, we've then got the final active ingredient in this gold standard BCAA is the Rhodiola extract from the root, also known aka as Rhodiola rosea, in a 200 milligram dose. We'll get to the dosage in a second. What Rhodiola does, for viewers at home who are unaware, is it decreases fatigue. So it's actually an adaptogen or an adaptogenic herb. And what it does is it decreases fatigue. So I guess on the other side of that, if you're using it during workout, which is when this gold standard BCAA is designed to be used, is actually going to increase endurance. So it's going to help you train harder for longer because you're not going to fatigue as fast as you otherwise would. You're going to make yourself more gains, burn more body fat, and that's what this BCAA particular product is about. In terms of the dosage, 200 milligram dose. Now this is quite interesting with this Rhodiola rosea extract right here, is the effects follow a bell-shaped curve, which means if you don't take any, you don't get any effects. As you start taking it, it reaches a maximum point at a particular dose, and then if you go over that dose, it starts to drop down and you lose the actual effects of supplementing with Rhodiola. Now that point in the middle, that kind of top of the bell-shaped curve, is thought to be somewhere between 600 and 700 milligrams. I've seen a bunch of those studies that have shown that top point to be 680 milligrams as the ideal dosage of Rhodiola, but let's say anywhere between 600 milligrams to 700 milligrams. So in each scoop of this gold standard BCAA, you're getting 200 milligrams of that Rhodiola rosea extract. So let's say you can go up to like 3 scoops a day, and that's going to put you pretty much damn near right at the top of that bell-shaped curve. If you start going over that amount, so if you're going over 3 scoops a day, you're actually going to start to lose some of the beneficial anti-fatiguing effects of this Rhodiola rosea extract. Now what I'm going to do on those last 2 ingredients, because they are quite interesting, the Wellmune and the Rhodiola rosea extract, is I'm going to post some links in the description box. The first one is going to be to a website on Wellmune, going to let you know everything you need to know about this Wellmune, this immunity system integrity boosting ingredient. And the second one's going to be on Rhodiola rosea, so you can go check out some more information on that. I've just been real brief on it and told you guys what you need to know. But if you're interested, links are in the description box. Got yourself some artificial colors, artificial flavors. And that's what's in it. So it's actually quite It's quite a simple supplement, but it does have some unique aspects to it. Full 5 grams, 2-1-1 ratio branched chain amino acids with an ingredient in there to help boost immunity system integrity, an ingredient for endurance or to reduce fatigue, electrolytes, vitamin C, some carbohydrates that we'll get to in a second, and that's pretty much everything that's in it. So in terms of intra-workout BCAA supplements, in terms of if we look at those ingredients and we kind of think about what we want in terms of intra-workout BCAA supplements, it's got high-dose BCAA's clinically proven ratio. It's got something in there to help with muscular endurance. The only thing I guess that it's kind of missing that you would want in an intra-workout BCAA is something to help with muscle pump. So there's no agmatine, there's no citrulline malate, there's nothing in there that's really gonna help with muscle pump. So from an intra-workout perspective, that's pretty much the only class of ingredient that it's missing. Apart from that, it's very complete, but obviously once again you do get the added benefits of having electrolytes in there, vitamin C, and also that Wellmune, that immunity system boosting compound in there as well. Now the last thing I do want to say, and I did mention this, is when we talk about the ingredients, is this carbohydrate content. And the reason why I do need to bring it up is because firstly, it's going to catch a lot of people by surprise. When you buy a BCAA supplement, you don't expect it to have carbohydrates, let alone 40% carbohydrates in each and every scoop in there. The second reason why I need to bring it up is we don't actually know, because Optimum don't tell us where the carbs are coming from. So it's not the case that here's an intra-workout BCAA supplement, we've put carbohydrates in there from a simple carb source or a complex carb source or a carb source that's gonna help with muscular endurance or whatever carb source it is. It's kind of just in there, and I've asked Optimum about it, and they've told me that it's part of the flavoring process. So you guys can read into that what you want. I do have to point it out though, because if you're not expecting your BCAA supplement to have carbs in it, like most people aren't, it can catch you by surprise. Is it that big a deal? Look, if you're using it intra-workout, which is what this particular product is designed for, it's designed as an intra-workout BCAA supplement, it's not that big a deal. In fact, at MassiveJoes, we kind of preach the use of carbohydrates intra-workout. So for us, it kind of fits into that quite well. It can become a component of that intra-workout carbohydrate supplementation. If you are using it throughout the day, or even if you are using it intra-workout and you're trying to follow a diet, and that diet is broken down into macronutrients, and you're trying to hit a particular carbohydrate intake, and you're sipping on this all day, or you're taking 2 scoops that's giving you 8 grams of carbs during your workout, you do need to incorporate that into your diet, because it's something that if you didn't know about it, you wouldn't otherwise incorporate it into your diet. In terms of how it tastes, how it mixes, comes in 4 flavors. Comes in fruit punch, comes in watermelon, comes in strawberry kiwi, comes in that there cranberry lemonade. I've tried all of them except for this here watermelon. So I got myself a brand new tub of this here gold standard BCAA. Infamous MassiveJoes taste and mixability test about to go down. Let me bro punch this bitch in for you guys, man. Got my Team MassiveJoes blender bottle on deck. Now I'm gonna follow, what I'm gonna do is, because it's intra-workout and because I've told you guys we're trying to get like 10 to 12 grams of BCAAs intra-workout, and you know 1 scoop's gonna get you 5, I'm actually gonna mix it up. I'm gonna mix it up as if I was taking intra-workout right now. So the directions say mix 1 scoop in 10 to 12 fluid ounces of cold water. So I'm gonna go 11 fluid ounces per scoop. I got 22 fluid ounces of cold water right here in this Team MassiveJoes blender bottle shaker. So I'm gonna take myself 2 scoops. In fact, before I do that, let me just point this out real quick, because this may catch you as a surprise. Big ass mother tub, this gold standard BCAA. Look at the size of that tub, man. That's almost as tall as a Team MassiveJoes blender bottle shaker. You open this bitch up, motherfucker's half empty. Scoop is on top. So Optimum get half points for putting the scoop on top, but they lose half points for having the tub half empty. It could literally be half that size. Anyway, gonna take myself 2 scoops of this gold standard BCAA in this watermelon flavor, man. 1 scoop. 2 scoops. Throw them bitches in this bitch. Throw the lid on. A few flicks of the wrist. I'm gonna show you guys how it mixes. And then for the first time live on camera, you're gonna see how this here watermelon tastes. Man. All right, that's enough. Got the infamous double wall glass about to go down, man. Let's check this shit out. 2 scoops, 22 fluid ounces of water. If you're using the metric system, that's like 700 milliliters of water. So check that out, man. That's pretty damn well mixed. You got a little bit of floaters on top, not particularly surprising with a 2:1 ratio of branched chain amino acids with a bunch of leucine, which does tend to float. That being said, it is a BCAA, so you're gonna be drinking it intra-workout. So I would go so far as to say blender ball is required. For this here Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard BCAA, let's see how this watermelon tastes, man. It's pretty good. It's not mind-blowing, but it's pretty good. That being said, there is one mind-blowing flavor in this selection of flavors that's currently available for this gold standard BCAA. So let me go ahead and rank them for you guys in terms of worst to best. Worst is by far fruit punch. I don't know what the happened with the fruit punch flavor in this particular gold standard BCAA, but they may as well have called it cherry punch. Because, no, they may as well have called it cherry medicine, because that's what it tastes like. It tastes like it's got a very strong overtone of cherry and a very strong aftertaste of like just bad medicine that your mother used to give you when you were a kid. It's really not great. So fruit punch is by far the worst. Probably after that, I'd go cranberry lemonade. Is a good flavor, it's just a strange flavor. It's very weird for me. I kind of like didn't really know what to expect with it. So I'd probably go that third. Then I'd go watermelon, good flavor. Let me just try it again. Let me make sure that I think it needs to rank above cranberry lemonade real quick. Yeah, it's better than cranberry lemonade. And then first, and by far the best, strawberry kiwi flavor, man. The strawberry, I mean, round of applause to Optimum Nutrition because they have nailed the out of it. You know what that strawberry kiwi flavor tastes like? It tastes like they've actually got strawberries and got kiwi fruits and put them inside the tub. That's how good it is. It is amazing. And I really like it because it's more of a strawberry than a kiwi. It's like they've gone 2 strawberries to every kiwi fruit, put them bitches inside the tub, and that's how they've made the strawberry kiwi flavor. It's really that good. So I would say definitely strawberry kiwi is the flavor of choice with this gold standard BCAA. In terms of the effects, because that's what you're taking the shit for, man. Let's be honest. You're trying to make yourself some gains. As a clinically dosed 2:1 BCAA supplement, in 5 total grams of 2:1 ratio BCAAs per scoop, it's gonna work, right? It's gonna do what it's supposed to do. You're gonna train well on it. It's gonna increase protein synthesis. It's gonna decrease using of muscle tissue for energy during your workouts. It's going to do what BCAAs are designed to do, and that's exactly what it does. In terms of what I've personally experienced with it, I train really well on it. Like I mentioned, it is missing a pump ingredient. In terms of the other ingredients in there, I mean, the electrolytes are in there. If you're sweating and you've got a problem with hydration, the electrolytes are going to be a benefit. In terms of how they're dosed, me personally, I would have liked to see them dosed a little bit higher, but I do understand that when you start dosing electrolytes very high, is you do get the side effect of the saltiness in the taste. And the gold standard BCAA doesn't taste salty at all. So in terms of the electrolytes, I mean, they're in there. Same with the vitamin C, it's in there. It's not dosed very highly. It's not something you're really gonna feel when using this product. So far as the Wellmune goes, once again, it's not something that you're gonna feel, but it is something that is gonna keep you healthy over the long term. So it's gonna make sure that your immune system is not being compromised. The integrity of your immune system remains high so that you can train consistently, and consistency is the key to reaching your health and fitness goals. In terms of the Rhodiola, once again, not something that you're really gonna feel, especially intra-workout, especially if you're already taking a pre-workout, you're obviously gonna feel that more than kind of the minor effects of Rhodiola, but it is in there. There's a lot of science that proves that it does work in terms of reducing fatigue and therefore increasing muscular endurance. So once again, although not something you're gonna feel, something that is gonna be working in the background, whether or not you can feel it. So in terms of the effects, very solid BCAA supplement to use intra-workout. If you're using it throughout the day, the one thing that I do have to point out again is just be aware of that carbohydrate content. It may not be a big deal to you, but if you are sipping, I don't know, 6 to 10 scoops of this shit throughout the day, you're talking 24 to 40 grams of carbs that you may not be accounting for, that you do need to account for in your diet. That's pretty much all I can say on the effects of this gold standard BCAA. What I am gonna do, because I know a lot of people, especially a lot of you guys who are big fans of Optimum Nutrition. I know there's a lot of you out there who are watching this video thinking another amino acid supplement from ON. Another one to go with the other amino acid supplements they already make, namely Amino Energy, Instantized BCAA 5000, and Pro BCAA. Optimum make a lot of amino acid supplements, there's no doubt about it. So what I'm gonna do real quick before I finish this video off is just give you guys a bit of a comparison. These raw reviews are about giving you guys the information so that you can make the best possible buying decision. You're not wasting your hard earned on supplements you don't need. So Dilla, go ahead and throw out that table that we've been working on, man, that show these different amino acid supplements from Optimum and give our kind of input on how they rate against each other. So we've broken this down for you guys, man, in terms of ingredients, which is like considering all of the ingredients in these products, kind of how they rate on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. BCAAs per serve, flavors and taste, once again, based on our opinion, the number of flavors and then how they taste, and then the price per serve. So if you have a look at where gold standard BCAA kind of ranks with the other amino acid supplements. If you're looking at ingredients, there's no doubt about it that the Pro BCAA is the best in terms of actual ingredients. It's got 8 grams of BCAA per serve. It's got 5 grams of glutamine. It's got some grapeseed extract in there as well. It's by far the best. It kind of ranks behind that, kind of equal to Amino Energy. Now it is a different supplement to Amino Energy, don't get it twisted. This is a BCAA supplement. Amino Energy is a full spectrum amino acid supplement, but it kind of ranks behind that. And then just a little bit behind that is the Instantized BCAA 5000. If you drop down and you look at BCAAs per serve, 5 grams BCAAs per serve, spot on with the BCAA 5000. Little bit less, well, quite significantly less than the Pro BCAA with 8 grams per serve. And then once again, Amino Energy, because it's a proprietary blend, we don't actually know how many BCAAs are in there. But as I mentioned, that is more an essential amino acid supplement than a BCAA. Looking at flavors and taste, without doubt, Amino Energy is the best, biggest range of flavors, and they all taste amazing. But this kind of sits just behind that. So we're giving it 4 out of 5 stars. Like I mentioned, that strawberry kiwi is delicious, man. 4 flavors, 3 of them good, 1 of them horrible. Behind that is probably Pro BCAA, just behind that, and then the BCAA 5000 sits the least impressive in terms of flavors and taste out of the 4. And then finally, the price per serve. Amino Energy has the best price per serve, but once again, we don't know the BCAA content. Then behind that is BCAA 5000, which is really designed by Optimum to be kind of your really basic BCAA powder. Gold standard BCAA, this supplement sits just above that, so you are paying more for it than BCAA 5000, but you do have better flavors, more flavors, and slightly better ingredients. And then the most expensive, no surprises here, is the Optimum Pro BCAA. Best ingredients, most amount of BCAAs per serve, good flavors, good taste, and that's why it's the most expensive. So that's kind of how this here gold standard BCAA rates against all of the other BCAA supplements that Optimum Nutrition makes. So I hope that that really helps you guys, and this raw review really helps you guys kind of decide if you're using a different amino acid supplement from Optimum, whether you start using this instead of that, or whether you incorporate this into your supplementation regime in addition to the other BCAA supplement that you're trying to use. We're just trying to break down the information for you guys, man, so you can make the best possible buying decision. But if you're looking for a good BCAA supplement that is dosed well, that has some pretty cool, unique ingredients in there, that is going to be ideal for intra-workout use, and you're not too concerned about that carbohydrate content, and you want something that tastes delicious, get the strawberry kiwi, tastes delicious. You gotta give yourself this here all new Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard BCAA a shot. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Stay up to date with all the latest editions of MassiveJoes RAW Review and all the other deliciousness on our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on the mobile, make sure you turn on the post notifications so you ain't missing a beat when it comes to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. And guys, that is MassiveJoes RAW Review on the all new Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard BCAA in the house. And I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Stay massive.